backup. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the med dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the New York Giants taking on yet another NFC team, the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway.
Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Breaks through the contact. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now he's got it, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now Jones being chased out left. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 65 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Cut.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it, and I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Dancing to his left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2. was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2-for-1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Shepard. He's got daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Runs through the contact. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd down, Barkley able to fight through one tackle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Automatic 1st down.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 51 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Check, 47.
Throwing is Wentz. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 17, Jones. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Hey, exit. 5.
Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. The 20. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's going to take off with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those were...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in the first. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got it! Touchdown, Giants! Caden Smith there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And fights through one man. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to Zach Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he's going to rifle one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Rush coming. And he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's hauled in by Shepard. Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
60 or. Let's go, D.
Jones on 1st down, buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half as they have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
This is taken at the 3. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard. And we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue. Back to throw. Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Down. 15-1.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to sling it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines usually.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number at 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. When the Giants have it, it's picked up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On the run, it's Penny. Breaks free again, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 51 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Dancing to his left. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That's